Once upon a time, in a peaceful little village surrounded by rolling green hills and sparkling streams, there lived a tortoise named Timmy. Now, most tortoises were known for being slow and steady, but Timmy was different. He was quick on his feet, so quick, in fact, that the children of the village often chased after him, laughing in surprise when he dashed ahead. Still, no one believed a tortoise could really be fast. "Timmy, you're supposed to be slow," the villagers often said with a chuckle. Timmy would only smile quietly. He didn't need to prove himself, at least, not yet. Timmy's best friend was Lila the lamb, a gentle, soft creature who always encouraged him. "Timmy," she said one sunny morning, "you're faster than you think. One day, the whole village will see your gift." Timmy replied humbly, "Maybe, Lila. But for now, I'll just keep practicing." Every morning, before the sun rose, Timmy would stretch his little legs and run across the fields while the dew sparkled like diamonds. He enjoyed the rhythm of his steps, the whisper of the grass, and the freedom of the open air. In the same village lived a hare named Hector. Hector was famous for his speed. He ran everywhere, across meadows, up the hills, and through the forests. And oh, how he loved to brag about it. "Look at me," Hector would shout as he sprinted past. "No one can ever outrun me. I'm the fastest animal in this land." The villagers clapped for Hector, and he puffed up with pride. Sometimes, he even laughed at the slower animals. "You turtles and tortoises," he teased, "you'll never know the joy of real speed." One day, Hector was showing off as usual when Timmy quietly said, "Maybe speed isn't everything, Hector. Sometimes, patience and focus matter more." The hare burst into laughter. "You, a tortoise, talking about speed? Ha, I could nap in the middle of a race and still beat you." The crowd laughed too, except Lila, who stood by Timmy's side. Timmy didn't back down. "Why don't we test it then? Let's have a race." The villagers gasped. A tortoise challenging a hare? Impossible, but they loved the idea of a race. Ravi the rooster, the village announcer, flapped his wings and crowed, "Hear ye, hear ye." A race between Hector the hare and Timmy the tortoise. Tomorrow at sunrise. The next morning, the entire village gathered at the meadow. Birds sat on branches, goats climbed fences, children shouted with excitement, and even the wind seemed to pause in anticipation. Ravi raised his wing. "On your marks, get set, go." Hector shot forward like an arrow, his feet kicking up dust. The crowd cheered. "Hector will win in no time," they said. Timmy started at his own pace, not too slow, not too fast, but steady. His little legs moved rhythmically as he whispered to himself, "Step by step, don't stop." The track was long. It wound across grassy fields, up a hill, through a shady forest, and finally back to the meadow. Hector quickly sped far ahead. He laughed loudly. "This is too easy. That tortoise is probably still at the start line. I have time to rest." He stopped by a bush of sweet berries. Delicious," he said, munching happily. Then, spotting a soft patch of grass under a tree, he yawned. "Why not take a short nap? I'll still win." So Hector curled up under the oak tree and fell fast asleep. Meanwhile, Timmy kept moving. He reached a muddy patch that slowed him down. His tiny feet sank, but he pushed forward. "I won't stop," he whispered. "I just need to keep going." Later, he spotted a tiny baby bird that had fallen from its nest. Timmy carefully paused, lifted the bird on his shell, and placed it back in the nest before continuing. The mother bird chirped gratefully. In the forest, the path grew steep, and Timmy's legs ached. But he breathed deeply and kept going. One step at a time, he reminded himself. Animals along the way began to cheer for him. "Go, Timmy, you can do it, don't give up." In the meadow, the villagers waited. The sun climbed higher. Where was Hector? Where was Timmy? Suddenly, they saw a small figure approaching, slow but steady. It was Timmy. The crowd gasped. "Is it possible? The tortoise is in the lead." Just then, Hector woke up with a start. He looked around and realized the tortoise was nowhere to be seen. "What? He couldn't have passed me," Hector cried, sprinting as fast as he could. But it was too late. Timmy, panting but determined, crossed the finish line just as Hector came bounding in behind him. The meadow erupted in cheers. Timmy, Timmy, the speedy tortoise has won the race. Ravi the rooster crowed, the winner is Timmy, the tortoise. Hector hung his head. I was too proud, too sure of myself. I underestimated you, Timmy. I'm sorry. Timmy smiled kindly. It's not just about speed, Hector. It's about focus, patience, and helping others along the way. The villagers clapped, and even Hector joined in. From that day forward, no one laughed at Timmy again. Instead, they admired him for his heart as much as his speed. And so, the speedy tortoise not only won the race but also won the respect of the entire village. He taught everyone that courage, kindness, and determination shine brighter than arrogance and pride. Remember, dear listener, no matter how slow or small you may feel, if you keep moving forward with faith and kindness, you can achieve great victories too. That is how the speedy tortoise wins the race.